Is it?
Today is right here. It starts.
This is your 1-minute warm-up for your mock, your Q&A at 225 words per minute. Ready? State your name for the record, please.
John B. Schauser Jr.
Mr. Schauser, are you married?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any children?
Have 2 sons.
Where do you live?
I live at Route 3 on Highway 15, about 6 miles out of Batesburg.
How old are your children?
One is 21 and one is 17.
Where do you work, Mr. Schauser?
I own and operate a supermarket out on Highway 15 called Schauser's Supermarket.
Do you have any other type of work that you do other than owning and operating Schauser's Supermarket?
Yes, sir. I have been a magistrate for 4 years.
In Hartwell County?
Right.
In 1974, was your store and you, John Schauser Jr., did you have a business relationship with Farr McPhee Chemical Company?
I had a warehousing agreement with Farr McPhee Chemical Corporation.
All right, sir, and I ask you if you can identify this document.
Yes, sir. This is the warehousing agreement that I had with Farr McPhee Chemical Corporation with my signature on it.
Mr. Schauser, the warehousing agreement between you and Farr McPhee marked Defendant's Exhibit Number 1. Could you describe for us briefly your relationship as a warehouseman for Farr McPhee?
My business relationship with that company was that for a certain percentage, 5% of chemical sales and 7% of...
Okay, this is your Q&A mock at 225 words per minute. Your proper names are Dr. Ronald Folk, Dr. Folk, Progressive, Honda Accord, Isuzu Rodeo, Atlantic, and Rodeo. Ready? When was the first time after the accident that you received medical treatment?
3 days after the accident at the end of March.
And why did you wait 3 days to receive treatment?
The day of the accident, I tried to see a doctor and they told me I needed an appointment. The following day, the same thing occurred, and that's why it took me 3 days to go to one.
Okay, who did you eventually go to?
Dr. Ronald Folk, F-O-L-K.
Can you tell me why you selected Dr. Ronald Folk?
That's the one that I chose because I heard advertising on the radio and I know the address.
Have you ever been to a chiropractor before treating with Dr. Ronald Folk?
Yes.
And who did you receive treatment from?
It was the same doctor, but he had moved.
Okay, before March 22, 2004, you had received treatment from Dr. Folk?
Long time before, yes.
And why did you receive treatment from Dr. Folk prior to March 22, 2004?
I had a prior accident.
When was that prior accident?
About 12 years ago.
And were you injured in that prior accident?
At first I didn't feel much, and then after a few days I didn't feel that well. So I went to the doctor, and after about a week I stopped going.
And what parts of your body were injured?
My chest.
Your chest?
Yes.
Only your chest?
Yes.
No other part of your body? And for this accident that happened 12 years ago, which would put it back in 1994, you went and received treatment from Dr. Folk.
Yes.
And who paid for that treatment?
The insurance.
Which company?
Progressive.
Progressive paid for it?
Yes.
And why did Progressive pay for it?
It was my insurance.
And was there another vehicle involved in the accident?
Yes.
And who was at fault for the accident?
The other car.
And did you have a claim against the driver of the other car?
No.
Did this driver of the other car or his insurance company pay you any money?
No.
Why not?
I didn't claim. They didn't give me anything.
Did you hire an attorney?
No.
Now, have you had any other automobile accidents?
Yes.
When was that?
About 20 years ago.
And what happened?
I was coming from work. It was raining, and when I touched the brake, the car slid and I smacked into a wall.
What kind of car were you driving?
Honda Accord.
What happened to the car?
The windshield was broken.
Anything else?
No.
Did you get that damage repaired?
Yes.
How much did it cost?
I don't recall.
How did the accident that happened 12 years ago happen?
I was going from east to west. The other car was going from north to south.
And what happened?
The other car had a stop sign, did not stop, and it hit me.
Where did it hit you?
On the passenger side.
Was your car damaged?
Yes.
Do you remember how much damage?
I don't recall, but I paid to have it fixed.
I'm sorry?
I don't remember how much, but I paid to have it fixed.
Okay, and were you injured? We covered that. What kind of car were you driving?
Isuzu Rodeo.
In the accident that took place 20 years ago, were you injured?
No.
Have you had any accidents since the 2004 accident?
Yes.
When did you have an accident? The accident in 2004?
No. After 2004, no.
Okay, so you're telling me that you have only ever had 3 automobile accidents?
No, I had 4. I had one 5 years ago. I had an accident.
Okay, all right. So the one that happened 5 years ago, that would have been in 2001. Can you tell me who your insurance company was then?
Progressive.
Okay, and how did that accident happen?
I was coming off of Atlantic going from east to west. A truck passed me and suddenly stopped for a light, and I hit it from behind.
And what car were you driving?
Isuzu Rodeo.
And was there damage to the rodeo?
Yes.
How much damage?
$3,000 worth.
And can you tell me who paid for that damage?
Progressive.
Who was at fault for that accident?
I was wrong.
And were you injured?
No, I wasn't injured. I wasn't injured.
Okay, so you have had 4 automobile accidents. Is that correct?
Yes.
One 20 years ago, one 12 years ago, one 5 years ago, and then one in 2004?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, have you ever been injured at work?
No.
You have never been injured at work?
No.
Are you familiar with workers' compensation?
No.
Have you ever had any type of back injury prior to March 2004?
No.
Have you had any type of neck injury prior to March 2004?
No.
Have you had any left shoulder injury prior to March 2004?
No.
Have you had any prior right shoulder injury before March 2004?
No.
Now, I believe that you indicated earlier that the only part of your body that you injured in the March 2004 accident were your left shoulder and your lower back?
That's correct.
That's correct. All right. Has any other problem developed since then?
Like, for instance, if I'm sitting for a while and then I go to get up and then I feel some pain.
Anything else?
No.
Prior to March 2004, have you ever had any left arm problem?
No.
How about left arm injury?
No.
How about right arm injuries?
No.
Now, after March 2004, did you injure your back in any way? After March 22, 2004, did you injure your back?
No.
After March 22, 2004, did you injure your neck in any way?
No.
After March 22, 2004, did you injure your left shoulder in any way?
No.
After March 22, 2004, did you injure your right shoulder in any way?
No.
After March 22, 2004, did you injure your left arm in any way?
No.
After March 22, 2004, did you injure your right arm in any way?
No.
Okay, is there anything that you believe that you are completely prevented from doing as a result of the injuries that you sustained in the March 22, 2004 accident?
I can do just about everything, but some